because we're about to reach 30 minutes here.
Okay. So I sent you the tweet that I saw. The reason I wanted to talk about it is because low key it goes back to the whole we're done with the 90s trend. Cause the we're done with the 90s refers to the fact that like people that are from the 90s love like the 90s way too much and
Okay.
like will defend it till they die.
Yeah.
And like, well, I agree, like they got legendary players and stuff. The tweet I sent you says like um I'll put it up on the screen in the editing. I'm sure CJ will too.
Yeah.
But it says which era wins Gen Z, millennials, Gen X, baby boomers, and silent generation. And every single reply to that I saw, which like the general age group that uses Twitter is like the people that were growing up in the 90s. Every single tweet I saw was like millennials would win by 40, win by 30, win by 50, whatever.
Okay.
Everybody was saying like millennials will blow out every other team on this list. And it's like I understand like there's legends on there like Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of it has to deal with like recency bias and things like that.
Okay.
Because this is basically just Team USA plus Jokic. So it's an elite team. But I feel like people like forget the greatness of other leagues. So I guess this is not necessarily, it's not done with the 90s, it's done with the 2000s, even though I'm born in the 2000s. Because everybody's like Curry, LeBron, KD. Oh my God, that's the best team ever. But it's like if we go to Gen X, they have Kobe, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Shaq, AI. Like that's two of the best shooting guards ever with Kobe and AI. You have two of the greatest power forwards ever with KG and Tim Duncan. You have arguably the best center ever, one of them with Shaq.
Okay.
And then baby boomers as well. You have MJ. Hang on, I gotta zoom in on the picture. I can't see who that is. Okay, yeah, that's Hakeem. Magic. I was like, is that Hakeem? I can't tell. So MJ, Hakeem, again, arguably the GOAT, best shooting guard ever. Hakeem, arguably best center ever. You got Magic, arguably best point guard ever. Charles Barkley, he's like the weak link of that group, and then Larry Bird, right?
Yeah.
And then Silent Generation is all legends as well, but everybody's gonna be like, well, they played against plumbers, which I've made the argument before already, so I won't dive into that. But I mean, you got Bill Russell with 11 rings, you got Wilt Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, the man that averaged a triple double before Russ. You got Jerry West, the freaking logo. You got Kareem. I mean, and then Gen Z, you got some elite players as well. I won't say that Gen Z can beat anybody because they're still like younger and everything. They still haven't necessarily proven themselves, but we still got some all-star names on here. Tatum, I mean, I've been on record to say that I'm a Tatum hater, but I feel like you will probably agree. I feel like Tatum's the weak link of this group, just like Charles Barkley was. But besides Tatum, we have SGA, Wimby, Ant, and Luca. Like that's a pretty elite team as well. So even if people think that like the millennials will win against every other team, to say like, oh, the millennials will blow out the other teams by 40 or 50, I think is just ridiculous because even if you have the USA team, like 2024 team recency bias, Gen X is basically the other Olympic team, and then Baby Boomers is the dream team, like the OG dream team. So it's like, I don't know. It's like people are forgetting the greatness of past legends and past teams. So
no, you're not wild to say this. Actually, let me before I actually say my take, let me actually shout out for the older generation, whoever is watching this video, and you're the older generation. I'm actually gonna say their take, which you're definitely gonna say this. What rules are we playing by? But
oh yeah, for sure.
yeah, that's the number one thing they're gonna say. But now let's put that aside. if we're talking about pure basketball, I'm actually gonna rank them 1 through 5. Right.
I
This
bet.
obviously the Silent Generation is number 5 because Bill Russell, he had no offensive ability. Wilt
Mm-hmm.
Chamberlain, he couldn't. I mean, he could shoot on certain jump shots. Couldn't do nothing. Then, like, they have no spacing. So if you're telling me the team from Gen Z will beat them, like we're saying current rules and everything, they're
Mm-hmm.
smacking them. Baby boomers, same thing. These guys, I mean, literally, I mean, even if Michael Jordan, greatest shooting guard of all time, go rewatch those films. Michael Jordan, they over exaggerate how good was he as a player, because they wasn't even guarding face up on these players. Magic Johnson, that man
Mm-hmm.
cannot shoot. That man cannot. He had confidence though. Could not shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, now we're going. I feel like that's the dynamic shift between uh, the NBA eras. Gen X. That's when they're starting evolving. That's when they started playing up. I say late 2000s. That's when they started like evolving as players, because remember they used to like go under screens a lot. Now teams during these days, you can't go under a screen. You go under a screen, that's a wide open three, and you don't want to give that up. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm thinking more of the offensive ability. Now, I'm not saying these teams in general can lose, because defense does play in the fact. But I feel like Gen X, Millennials, and Gen Z, they're on their own stratosphere versus Baby Boomers and Silent Generation. So that's the last two,
Mm-hmm.
obviously. So now where I get into this, I'm gonna put Gen X on number 3. Just the fact is, actually, I'm not really sure on that. I'm really stuck between Gen X and Gen Z. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put Gen Z at 3. I feel like Gen X, they have good enough players to compete with Gen Z. I really
Mm-hmm.
feel like that, especially Shaq. Our new age centers, they are very soft, very weak. They cannot stop a prime Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, with Kobe, who will definitely walk you down and shoot a mid range in your face, and we're talking about a prime, probably hot Kobe. So imagine you got to worry about a prime Kobe, Shaq, Kevin Garnett, because Kevin Garnett, he's a defensive demon.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not really high on Allen Iverson. I don't know. Are you high on Allen Iverson?
Yeah. I mean, I have a video planned for him soon about how like
Okay.
coaches basically like hindered him. Like he could have been almost like he was on Kobe's level and he would have been as good as Kobe if not better if he was actually coached properly.
Okay.
So,
That's not a wild take. So yeah. Yeah. I would definitely. I really do feel like Gen Z. Yeah, they shoot. Now we're getting more level headed. Now players are getting more exposed in Gen Z, because the millennials, their whole starting five was literally the starters of. I mean, not literally the starters, because obviously Jason Tatum was there, but there was the
mhm,
starters. There was the main guys who won that Olympic chip last year,
mhm,
which was amazing, and they still dominating the NBA. And their era should be passed, except for Nikola Jokic, because Nikola Jokic, he's obviously in the middle of his prime right now. But James Harden,
mhm.
he's still. I will have him over some of these guys. Oh whoa, well never mind. I will have James Harden over some of these guys. I would definitely have LeBron and Curry over some of these guys. I would have KD
Mhm.
over some of these guys. But Gen Z, yeah, that will be yeah, I feel like Gen Z definitely is number 3. I don't know, I don't know if is that disrespectful to say, but definitely, you know, the 2010s era is probably peak basketball. That was definitely how everything changed, and they're not slowing down. They're greats from that era. They're not slowing down. It's just
Mm-hmm.
time is catching up.
Mm-hmm.
They're beating they're beating Father Time, but it's just time catching up.
Mm-hmm.
Their bodies can't hold out. If their bodies definitely can stay fresh and new, they will still be in the league dominating no matter what. It doesn't matter if it really it's just their bodies can't handle it. But we seen this day in day out. Curry is still dominating, even though it looked like he was about to be done at the beginning of the season. LeBron, he looking like an MVP candidate, you know. Um, yeah. I all right. I don't know if you want to continue off on this take, but what you got?
Nah.
Nah.
I'll just say a bold take with to joke about it.
Okay.
You said like, oh, it depends on what rules we play by.
Yeah.
If we go all the way back and if we take that to the extreme,
Yeah.
there was a time in the silent generation's time where there was no 3 point and there was no 3 second key violation either. If we play by silent generation rules where you can stay in the key as long as you want and
Yeah.
there's no threes, I think they beat everybody if we're
Oh,
going
definitely,
primes.
definitely, 100%.
You
And
got Bill Russell for defense, you
yeah,
got Wilt, and everybody else for offense. They are
definitely,
going to just run fast breaks back and forth, and Bill Russell's going to block every shot you try and get in the key or on the mid range. And I think it's just over.
definitely. Uh, Nathan, yeah. So, show us your merch, man.
All right, so I already put out a promo video, so you guys can go check that out. But I also wanted to kind of give sort of a comparison for you guys, sort of like why should you buy my merch versus other clothes or whatever.
Okay.
Obviously, it helps support me. I will just say straight up to you guys, I am making almost like no profit off of these. And that's because I just want to put them out for you guys. I'm only making like $1 off of each of these, but if enough of you guys buy them, it's say like 20 people buy them, then that's $20 right there. And if I save enough, that helps me with the videos. I can buy better mics, better cameras, stuff like that. So it goes back into the production of the videos. So it really does help me out. So that's one reason you should buy the merch because again, like it helps me, and all that. It's a way to make a living. But also, I wanted to again kind of do a comparison test and let you guys know that y'all are getting quality stuff. So this is the hoodie I got on. This is the design I like the best. So whenever I set up my shop, I was given the option of picking out samples, and one of the samples I got are I got 5 of the same thing, which I probably should have gotten a variety, but I just got 5 of the same thing, so I could have one, my parents could have one, my girlfriend could have one, and one of my friends could have one. So I bought 5 of these hoodies because this is the design that I really like the best. So up in the corner, it has Nathan Burnett established 2020. I started this podcast in 2020. It's been a crazy 5 years. So again, that kind of goes back to everybody who's been along for the ride this whole time. Including CJ here. He was like one of the first OG guests. But
Oh man.
on the sleeves, I got Nathan Burnett, and then like CJ said, I got Nathan Burnett in Japanese over here. So I actually met my girlfriend in a Japanese class, and I actually speak Japanese. So I just wanted to mention that for anybody who's skeptical that the translation, it isn't gonna end up being one of those like Chinese tattoos where like you get a bad translation and it ends up being something actually really bad in Chinese, and like it's a terrible tattoo once you actually have it on you. Like I actually speak like Japanese, so this is a actual valid translation to Nathan Burnett. You can look it up. It will translate. It should translate perfectly to Nathan Burnett. But also a quality test. So you can buy my hoodies for. Actually, I'll tell you how much this one was first, because it'll be better shock value that way.
Go ahead, go
I
ahead.
got this hoodie at an anime store.
Wait, hold on. The mic low key cut out.
Okay, sorry. The mic was behind me when I moved, so is it good now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold this up to the camera, so my mic may sound a little quieter, but if you see that, it's already cracking, right? Like
Yeah.
it's already that hoodie's already cracking after I've washed it. Because I've had this hoodie for like a year. But even with it cracking, I also wanted to compare it because it's a good price comparison. Because for this hoodie, it also has writing on the sleeves, just like mine does. So it's a good price comparison because it has writing on the sleeves like mine. However, I bought this at an anime shop. This cost me $90. $90, almost $100 for this hoodie. And you can get my hoodies down in the description, or you can go to my channel and it's on my channel as well. I sell my hoodies for less than $30. It's $30 with the shipping and with the taxes. But before taxes, it's $27.99. With it getting a little bit warmer nowadays with spring break and summer and all that, I sell my short sleeve shirts for less than $15. So you can go and get some short sleeve shirts for spring break and summer. Long sleeves is about $25, I think. And I also got some tote bags, some stickers, sort of accessories on there as well. But again, I sell my stuff for pretty cheap and it's good quality. So it doesn't crack up like this hoodie and it's not $90. And yeah. So again, it helps support me. If I get enough people buying them, the money again will go back into my videos. So I'll have like a better setup, better camera, all that good stuff. So go check it out. Appreciate you, CJ, for giving me the time. So
Oh, no problem, man. Hey, bro, I've been with Nathan Burnett since the beginning. Since I was literally, I mean, I'm still a small YouTube channel, but you know, like, like we've been there since like the beginning, bro. Like when
yeah,
I think
when
when
we
I
both
deleted
had like less than 500 subs.
like when I deleted my Instagram, bro, he was like the only person who actually reached out to see like, hey, bro, you good, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? I
Oh yeah,
remember that, bro.
dude, CJ went MIA. So I don't know if your audience knows this, but
Yeah,
CJ went MIA one time on Instagram, straight up like deleted his Instagram and like wasn't answering text, nothing,
yeah.
and didn't give anybody a heads up, dog. So I straight up texted this man and I was like, "Motherfucker, did you die? Like, what happened?" And CJ was like, "Nah, I'm good." And I was like, "Bro, everybody's," because the thing was, is like, I guess other people know that like me and you are pretty close because like we
Yeah,
kind of started around the same time.
yeah,
I had people from the group chat texting me, being like, "Yo, what's up with CJ?" I was like, "Y'all can't text him yourself," and they were like, "Nah." So I was like the ambassador, like reaching out to you, being like,
yeah.
"Hey, other people are wondering where you at too. Like, I gotta give them an update, otherwise they're gonna think that I'm the one that killed you or something."
Nah, nah. Oh yeah, yeah, that's my boy, guys. But thank y'all for watching this video. This is episode 6. I'm sorry this video is gonna be like 50 minutes long, but if
Again, it's just me and CJ got good chemistry. Again, it goes
yeah,
back to like we've known each other a while. So when it's me and him,
yeah,
we tend to go for a while.
yeah. Tristan was supposed to be here, but he got busy or something. I was just texting him, he told me he
Hmm.
was like, yeah, he got busy, but yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all for not too long. All right, guys, later.